Okay students, so today in this video once again we'll understand one more method of corrosion control which is described or prescribed in your syllabus. So this is the last topic of your module 2 corrosion chapter. So let us continue with it. Corrosion control, under that metal coatings, galvanization is the process which we'll understand in this video. So far in under corrosion control, anodizing of aluminium and cathodic protection, under which we have learnt about like sacrificial anodic method and impressed current method. Now this is the last topic from your corrosion chapter, that is galvanization. So now before actually going further with galvanization, let us just understand what is this metal coating in general. So metal coatings, what is this? Coating of a metal on a substrate metal requiring protection against corrosion is metallic coating. Name itself indicates metal is coated on the substrate metal. Now here, to coat one metal on another metal, there might be various techniques. We can directly dip the article into molten metal. That's what the method, galvanization method, we'll learn today. Otherwise, there are numerous methods such as we can connect that article to cathodic cathodic part of the electrolysis process, and we can give electrolysis process to that article, and we can form a metal coating on it, or there will be electroless plating method. There are different methods. So generally, what is metal coating? It is coating of a metal given on substrate metal, the metal to which corrosion resistance property must be increased. Simple it is. Then there are types of metal coating. Anodic metal coating, coating the substrate metal with a more anodic metal. What do you mean by this? Suppose iron, Fe we have, then Fe we can protect by making it as cathode. How we can make it as cathode? By giving a coating of any other metal which is more reactive than it. We can give zinc or magnesium metal coating so that iron becomes cathodic. So anodic metal coating we can give. Example is galvanization, which we'll understand. Now another type is cathodic metal coating. Under cathodic metal coating, the substrate metal, the coating the substrate metal with a more cathodic metal. For example, Fe is there. We can protect Fe by giving a coating of any other metal which is more nobler than it, which has more corrosion resistance power than it. Then what happens? Ultimately, iron will be protected. The example is tinning. Anyways, for 18 scheme, from 18 scheme they have removed this tinning process. So both processes will be same, only in the galvanization there will be zinc metal coating given. In tinning there will be tin metal coating given. So let us just begin with galvanization. Galvanizing. Okay, before actually knowing the process of galvanization, let us just know what is this galvanizing mean. Galvanizing in this particular case is the process of coating a layer of zinc metal on iron and mild steel by hot dipping method. Now here we are employing hot dipping method to give a coating on the metal substrate. So now here see, there must be confusion. Galvanizing doesn't mean that only by hot dipping galvanizing is done. So galvanizing can be done by electroplating, electroless plating, but here particularly hot dipping method. In hot dipping method, how galvanizing is done, we'll understand. Okay, when the coating okay, now here if we are giving a coating of zinc on iron, if the coating breaks or cracks, zinc acts as anode and the substrate iron and mild steel acts as cathode. Now here zinc acts as anode and any substrate metal, if it is iron or steel, it acts as cathode. Then what happens? There will be large cathodic area and small anodic area, but anode undergoes corrosion protecting cathode. Hence zinc becomes sacrificial anode in this particular case. Okay, now let us just move towards the process of galvanizing. Now process of galvanizing by hot dipping. Okay, step by step we'll understand it. First step is pre-treatment or preliminary treatment. What are those? Let us just see. The metal to be galvanized is degreased by passing through organic solvents which removes oil and grease. First step is called as, okay, so first step is degreasing. So what is done in degreasing? The article to be hot dipped or galvanized is dipped in organic solvents which removes oil and grease. Now see, as soon as the metal article is manufactured, usually manufacturer will apply oil, grease to it to protect it from corrosion, so which must be removed before giving any metal coating to it. So for that, what is done? Degreasing is done first. Then the metal is passed through dilute sulfuric acid to remove rust and impurities. So second step is to introduce the article in dilute sulfuric acid. The process is called as pickling. Here the article is kept for prolonged time, so this step is called as pickling. This is also once again preliminary treatment. Then finally, once it is degreased and pickled, finally the metal is washed with water and dried. Why? To remove any organic solvents or acid adhered on it. So after preliminary treatment is our next step, that is step 2, in which what is done? The metal is then treated with flux materials such as NH4Cl and NH4Cl and ZnCl2, ammonium chloride and zinc chloride, for improving adhesion property and to avoid oxidation of zinc metal coating. Now what is here? See, in hot dipping process what is done? So zinc coating is done on iron or steel metals. Then see, so when zinc coating we have to suppose we have to achieve zinc coating, then the article must be dipped in zinc metal, molten zinc metal. So zinc is very active in nature, so it might react with oxygen and might convert into zinc oxide. So to avoid that, what is done? The article is introduced into NH4Cl and zinc chloride flux. The next step 3 is hot dipping. Simple. Here the metal is then dipped in hot molten zinc metal maintained at 430 to 470 degrees Celsius. Then last step, step 4 is the excess zinc present on iron surface is removed by rolling or air blow techniques. Now last step is annealing. Here what is done? The zinc coated metal is heated above the melting point once again. Point of zinc, above the melting point of zinc, and cooled slowly. So to make sure that the coating is firm. So this is our hot dipping process. So let us just observe the diagrams, outline of the diagram. Here two outline of the diagrams are there. So first is galvanizing process general. Here the iron sheet is first introduced into organic solvent. So iron sheet is introduced into organic solvents, then it is passed through rollers. Then after that, pickling is done. Once again it is passed through roller. Then zinc chloride, ammonium chloride flux. Then it is dried. Then after that it is introduced into molten zinc. Okay. Then excess zinc is rolled off, then we are getting galvanized iron sheet. So here one metal article is there. So what is done in industrial galvanization? So caustic cleaning is done, then rinsing, pickling, once again rinsing, flux solution, it is introduced into flux solution, then drying is done, then ultimately it is dipped in zinc bath, then once again it is cooled. So this is anyways outline of the diagram. So here this is very important 5 marks question. So this finishes actually your galvanizing process. Then before that, let us just observe some diagrams, pictures. So here, as you can see here, in the industry how it is exactly done. See, if the plant is big enough, then there might be automated robotic machinery and all, but here in it is authentic way how it is done from the previous days and all. So here molten zinc is taken, as you can see here, and then metal article to be galvanized is introduced into that molten zinc, then ultimately coating is formed. As you can see here, see there will be, see like this machinery. See, this is iron roofing sheet, so it is here there will be molten zinc, and the roofing sheets are introduced. This is your galvanizing process, simple. Then next, let us just quickly understand its advantages and disadvantages. Advantages: since the coating is anodic in nature, the exposure of base metal will not cause corrosion. This is due to small cathodic region and large anodic region. So base metal will be protected. Then next, disadvantages: galvanized articles cannot be used for preparing, storing foodstuffs, since zinc dissolves in acidic medium and forms toxic compounds. Then applications: to make galvanized articles such as roofing sheets, buckets, wires, pipes, etc. To manufacture automobile parts, bolts and nuts, nails, etc. So these are advantages, disadvantages and applications of galvanization. So I hope this process is clear to you. Very simple process, step by step manner you need to write your answer. So thank you, students.